We are here. We are going to talk some Florida Gator recruiting. They were in that 3:30 slot against Texas A&M at home. DJ Lagway playing more, but the results were not there. Texas A&M runs through the Gators at home. We're going to talk about it in this video from a recruiting impact. So you guys hop on board, hit subscribe if you have not already. This is the best recruiting channel on all of YouTube. Steve, the A&M UF game it's over.
No, it's not. Is it over?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think we're getting close to it. But let's take a look at this visitor list.
They're showing a pulse here in the second half. It's 33-20, 3:41 to go. They've scored all their points in the second. They're winning the second half, technically. But 33-20, and they've already switched over to Georgia, Kentucky on my Midwest ABC broadcast. And I don't have ESPN Plus to switch over to Texas A&M Florida because
neither do I. All right, big names on campus. All right, we see him here. We got Joshua Moore. That was a big one. Jalen Wiggins. Javian Hilson was expected in. I double-checked with Corey Bender of Gators Online, and about at halftime, he confirmed that he had not spotted Javian Hilson. He knew where all the recruits were sitting. They spotted everybody else. Javian Hilson not there. We'll talk about Javian Hilson and his decommitment from Florida State in a minute and what that where that recruitment could go, because it could go a couple ways. But some Gator commitments, and this is good to see. You got the wide receiver Nashawn Montgomery, wide receiver Joshua Moore. I say it's good to say, Steve, because DJ Lagway showed some flashes. I mean, DJ Lagway ultimately is going to be the future of this program. And while we talk about, teams losing at home in front of their home fans, what do you make of this Gator game in terms of how it impacts recruiting?
Well, it's not good right now for them because there's just a lot of doubt of the direction of this program now moving forward. With Florida State, you know who their head coach is going to be. Right. With Florida 1-2, they got the Murderers Row second half schedule. It's just doesn't seem strong right now, right? So, look, Nick Delatorre, I was following his tweets during the game. He tweeted out, Florida fans just booed a drive sober, get pulled over ad read by Billy Napier on the Jumbotron. They booed as Napier finished his TV interview and left the field again. They chanted fire Billy during Florida's last offensive drive of the first half. It was 20-0. Florida's defense not playing much better. They've given up 460 yards, 282 of them on the ground to Texas A&M right now. Yes, being able to point to DJ Lagway as the future of this program, if he's out there playing well and they're playing an exciting brand of football, is one thing, but they didn't play very exciting in either two home games. They've gotten smoked in both home games this year. So you're in year 3 in the SEC. We thought Florida would play better, Josh. You and I both did, but they're not playing well right now. And so
should we revisit our picks from this week? I think, Steve, we both took the Gators at home.
We did twice. And
when are we going to learn?
Well, look, Billy Napier, the first 2 years of his regime, he got big wins at home, beat Utah at home, smoked Tennessee last year at home, but they came out flat against Texas A&M. I thought they'd play well today. Miami, they were okay early, and Miami methodically worked them. But
right. This was a little bit, they kind of ran through them, especially there in the first half. And they did it in front of a couple flip targets too. Ohio State defensive line commit Jarquez Carter was on campus. LSU edge top 100 prospect Jesse Harold was at UF this weekend. So they had the guys on campus, the Jalen Wiggins you wanted to see. You wanted to see Joshua Moore there to put on with DJ Lagway, but ultimately they come up empty.
Look, Billy Napier, those guys do a good job of building meaningful relationship with top prospects. That's not their issue. Their issue is playing well on Saturday right now.
Right. Yeah. They don't have a recruiting issue, I would say, under Billy Napier. They've done a pretty good job of that with Napier. It's just been putting it together on the field. Again, it's similar to like what Florida State's dealing with. I don't feel like Florida has recruited the trenches on either side of the ball well enough. Since Gervon Dexter went in the first round, he came from that Dan Mullen staff. We still haven't seen Billy Napier recruit a first-round defensive lineman yet. I mean, we don't know until they go on, but you can look at the roster. I mean, they don't have somebody making that type of impact. Remember when they came in, they also had the right guard that was a first or second round draft pick that they brought with them. So you saw those players in the trenches performing when Billy Napier first got there, and I haven't seen the replacement yet, either through the portal or through high school recruiting.
It just doesn't look good right now at Florida. We're not saying anything that nobody's thinking at this point. So curious to see where it goes from here. You know, obviously we're in an era now where coaches are getting let go sooner and sooner, and to get out in front of the early signing period, which is now December 4th instead of December 20th. So there's going to be less time to rally a high school class these days. I wonder if we're going to see to that point, you know, if the next coach knows he's leaving and going to that next said school, if that gets announced sooner so they can start recruiting before that December 4th deadline. Because if not, like Thanksgiving weekend hits, you take your new job, it gives you 6 days to get a class. So Florida's in a weird spot right now. They're the first school to kind of be in this spot under the new early signing period place. And they got 9 games too, but will Coach Napier get 9 games?
I don't know. You know, Florida's been in this churn since Urban Meyer left. You know, you had Muschamp. It goes down the line. I think this is the fourth coach since Urban left, and I don't think any of them have made it more than 3 or 4 years. So you got this churn going on right now at UF, and I know when Billy Napier was brought in, they said he was going to get more than 2 or 3 years to really put it. They were going to grow as a program with him, but I mean, like you said, Steve, doesn't look good. And it doesn't look good in the trenches, and you got this prized possession in DJ Lagway back there. But if you can't protect him, he's going to be running for his life, and you're just going to be moving backward anyway. So yeah, it's a sticky situation down there in Gainesville for sure.
Yep, and then people are lurking around their commits: Joshua Moore, Burnell Brown, players like that.
Joseph Mbaku is on campus at Texas today.
Yep.
Mbachu.
Mm-hmm.
He's on campus at Texas. So, yeah, I mean, Gator fans, lock in, talk to us, let us know, comment section below, how you guys feeling. If it's not Napier, who do you want? Let us know. Comment section below.